The forces of evil are marching to war, but not only that, they are here to destroy the very will of the free people of Middle-earth. Will they stand this day, or will all hope be lost? Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Jackie Fish, and welcome back to some more Total War Rise of Mordor. I have an absolutely epic 4 vs 4 online battle for you guys with a new reimagined map. So this is one of the older maps that has now been updated, and I'm really excited to see exactly how it does play. We have this large outer city right here with lots of streets and avenues that can be used to outflank or hold the line, as well as that we have these 4 bridges going into the inner layer, and then finally we have the last stand. So a real nice kind of addition. I believe beforehand this settlement was quite square and didn't have as many avenues to attack, so it's going to make the attacker's job a little bit easier, but also quite hard for when they get back to this inner layer. And I also like as well, kind of the attackers can almost jump kick the outer defenses and attack this inner layer to immediately get here. However, the streets are a lot more narrow, it's a lot easier for the defenders to hold, and they can use their missiles pretty effectively to hammer the attackers as they get onto them walls. So we'll have to see exactly how that does play out. Over on the attacking side, we do have a force from Mordor, lots of Olokai being brought up from both Dol Guldur and Mordor. We have the Haradrim as well as the trolls make their way forward. And loads of these located room as well for the Easterlings. So Harad, Easterlings, Dol Guldur over on that left-hand side. We have more Black Númenóreans from Harad right here, hiding in the forest, trying to keep out of range of that trebuchet, most likely. Then attacking over on this extreme right-hand side, we do have the force of Dol Guldur. I'm wondering why they decided not to bring their trolls, but I guess because there's no gate here, so getting them inside the city would be pretty difficult. And yeah, this is actually the only way they can get their trolls inside the city, so that makes complete sense. And then supporting Dol Guldur's infantry, we do have an army from Mordor, so lots of bow orc rabble right here, orc warriors along with other infantry. And then finally we have the Uruk Throng as well, and I do believe that this army is being led by the Witch King himself. I don't exactly know where he is, so probably again, yeah, all the way over here. He's like, you guys go forward, I'm gonna have a cup of tea, maybe some biscuits, and I'll see you guys when the city is taken. No need to go and kill the White Wizard this day. Then defending, we have the Free Peoples of Middle-earth. So we have an army from Gondor. Obviously this is a very Gondorian looking settlement, so it would make sense to have Gondor here defending. As we go further back into the inner layers, we do have an army from Bree, so these are going to be the forces of ARNOR. This is in the Lost Faction submod, I believe. So the ARNORians are here this day, reforged and better as ever. You can see some of the Dwarven warriors as well. And then finally we do have the elves of the Woodland Realm, who are positioned their way up here, completely giving up the walls, not deciding to fight for that, as the first siege towers do go down and the Uruk Throng make their way in. There is also a bit of protection. You don't really get to see this too often, but these walls do actually have a little bit of nice protection from incoming arrow fire. So it makes actually giving up the walls a little bit more risky, because now when you're firing in, like, you can barely see the heads of the orcs, which I actually like. It means that this play of like giving up the walls completely isn't as strong anymore. I completely understand why they've done it this time, because that is a long circular wall they would have to defend. So makes sense this time where they've done it. But in general battles, I hate seeing the defenders just giving up the walls for completely nothing. So I like that. I like that they've kind of edited the architecture to provide that, give a little bit more cover. And also it's really important for the attackers. If the attackers take this wall, they can then start firing down on the defenders with that added protection as well. So it's actually really deadly to give these bad boys up, and we might see the elves actually being forced back momentarily. For the rest of it though, the attackers are just pushing forward, and I'll bring it to you guys when they finally decided to clash. Don't worry, not much time has passed. The orcs are immediately getting themselves stuck in right now, using their sheer numbers to throw forward against the Woodland Realm as they quickly rush to plug any gap these Uruk Throng are creating. But they do need to be very careful, because the orcs, if they're clever, will start to use these streets to their advantage. There are other passages that they can utilize, and if they want to, they can get some men on the walls, come all the way across here and come out of these gaps right there. Again, same down here as well. So you have to be very careful when defending this. Obviously, a lot of orcs are just flooding into the streets, mindless slaughter ensuing. But the elves need to be very careful. They are obviously such a strong force and an army to be reckoned with. But even when you envelop them, you know, their numbers do drop. And as soon as the numbers drop, that's when the elves really come into a bad spot, because they already start off with so little in each unit. I think this one has, what, 100 in? Yeah, 100 blades in this unit. And don't get me wrong, they're elves. They're heavily armored. They're well trained. But you never want to lose that advantage of just, you know, kind of being outflanked. There's already positions like here that can be utilized. So hopefully we also have to see, I mean, these bowmen are getting on the wall again. These are just orc rabble. Don't expect much from them. They're basically just like 900 arrows between these guys, and they'll do next to nothing. But, you know, they're there to do something, I guess, and try their best. Also engage over here. We've got some of the Gondorian sword militia fighting in. And they are fighting against the Wraiths of Dol, which had a very good setup. And we also have some Dol blades coming into the flank. It's not going to be a good day for these poor men of Gondor. And even with their swords glittering in the sun, I don't think fate is on their side. I mean, they did pretty good actually against the Wraiths. Surprisingly good, the Gondor militia. Not bad whatsoever. The siege towers are now finally making their way over here as the Rangers of the Dunedain firing on the Loke Rim. I'm not sure who's like this benefits more. Obviously, getting rid of the ammunition on the Dunland Rangers is going to be nice, because it's not going to be going on your trolls later on as the Olokai descend into the city. But still, you don't want to lose archers as the attackers either. Saying that, though, they haven't actually lost a single archer yet, which is so surprising. They must have taken quite a few arrows from that wall emplacement. And not to lose, what, a single soldier? Yeah, that was a good trade. But I guess it's not exactly like the Dunland Rangers used too much ammunition. But we are going to start to see these towers descending in. And that's going to put a lot of pressure down this entire wall. And I wonder, can you even get down here? You can get down here as well. So again, it might be a good idea to utilize that wall just to transfer more and more of your soldiers further into the settlement as best as you can. Some of the orc pillagers are now making their way onto the wall as well. And this, again, is just so valuable to be able to have this bit of... I know I keep on going on about it, but having this like little shield guard right here is absolutely huge for the attackers. Because, like, normally these the shock infantry would be getting massacred right now on the walls. But it gives them a good advantage, and now they can obviously utilize that. I hope we do start to see them actually being brought around as well, and kind of brought down. Obviously, there is, you know, cavalry right there. The Elkin Riders will get stuck in and do some serious damage. But even still, I hope that they do get committed. And there we go. More of the elves fighting in. A lot of the arrow fire as well, finding its mark atop these orc warriors. Now, the orc warriors, the unit that the elves are fighting, aren't anything special. They are literally here to die, keep these units busy. They might rack up a couple kills on the elves, but nothing to worry about. If you guys remember in The Hobbit, when the dwarves are like, oh, it's only a couple hundred goblin mercenaries, we'll take care of this, and there's like 2 of them. This is pretty much that. The orc warriors are not anything special, and I think the elves will make quick work of them. However, if they can hold them in place, maybe these archers can get into a good position. It provides some support from the orc pillagers, which is always much needed. The elven archers are up to a decent amount of kills. However, 77 kills isn't that impressive for an entire unit of elven archers. However, they will be getting committed into this fight, and they'll be getting kills anyway just with their swords, so not the end of the world. And yeah, more soldiers are being brought in. Oh my god, there's a huge engagement. Dumbledore are really committing their general into this fight immediately. This is cool to see. Dumbledore just going balls to the wall, using that elite unit. Again, they are just fighting militia. It's a shame that Gondor don't really have a unit like of archers set up like right here, because they could be firing right into the side. But it is quite hard to predict that. We also have some more of the axemen being committed. That's a nice little flank for the axemen right there into the side of the Gondor blades. I'm surprised to see as well so much Gondor militia in this army. However, they're performing decently. Like, I can't complain. This unit of the Gondor militia up to 18 kills. This one up to 28. Like, that's not bad. This unit is dirt cheap. Now, the problem's going to come is, like, what else do they have to really supplement that? It doesn't really seem like... There's a couple units of sword infantry over here, I guess. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I think they've done their job. They've got plenty of decent infantry back here. Even these Ringlow Vale swordsmen as well are okay. So the Gondorians now pulling back a little bit, but it seems like this area is looking pretty shaky. I'm not going to lie, the elves are dropping now. The Orc Pillagers committing in. And this unit of Orc Pillagers, 61 kills. It's almost an entire unit of Elven Swordsmen right there. Some friendly arrow fire coming in as well. And I would say definitely killing more Orcs than Elves. But a worthy sacrifice. And this is one of my favorite units. The Orc Pillagers are just such a good, cost-effective unit. They will die against most other units, but they get their money's worth. And because they're so cheap, you're kind of okay throwing them in. They're really kind of like cheap shock infantry, which there isn't that much of in Rise of Mordor. So definitely one of the advantages of playing Mordor. And coupling them with like a couple units of trolls would be perfect. Over on the other side, you can see the attack is in full swing right now. There was actually a unit of Dwarven warriors who sallied out the gate. And it looks like that gate has been destroyed as well. Really? Who destroyed the gate? There's no battering ram. Was it the trolls maybe? Or the artillery? I'm not sure, but that gate is down. And the siege towers are preparing to be pushed into the settlement. The Easterlings, the Warlords of Rune, just waiting for their time of action. And one brave unit of Breen men-at-arms just taunting them. Oh my god. That is a scary, scary proposition right there. Taking a look at that. The trolls in the distance. So many infantry. Arrow fire being brought up as well. Yeah, it means more so than trolls. But hey, this is an epic battle. That is a cool screenshot and probably my thumbnail right there. Over on the right hand side, we are seeing Dol Guldur really push into the settlement, able just to swat away the Gondorian sword militia. And now we have the Ringlow Vale swordsmen being committed, able to take down a handful of these Uruks. But the numbers are relentless. I also actually didn't even mention, this is a 16,000 soldier, or yeah, soldier battle, which is pretty incredible. And it's running very well as well. At the moment, I've got 50 FPS. That's not bad for Total War Artillery. When I zoom out as well, down to like around about 30, 60 FPS right now, 40 FPS. Like, that's not bad. The game does actually run really well with a few of the performance additions. And obviously, there's obviously all the custom units, custom map, like 51 FPS right now, 54. That's, yeah, I'm pretty happy with the performance. I obviously have the larger battle mod performance on, and also the blood version of it as well. And that obviously definitely helps out. The Wraiths fighting hard. These Wraiths, which you can see the dude's basically in all black, are unbreakable, so they'll be fighting to the last. I was about to say man, but not really a man. The last Wraith. The unbreakable trait being very useful. But I think that last Wraith will be coming down very soon with only 6 of them left. They have got 181 kills, so have paid for themselves already. Right hand side, Mordor are definitely struggling, especially with these Elkin Riders coming in. And there's actually not that much left for Mordor. Mordor are pretty much done for. They obviously have their cavalry over here and also the trolls, which are huge. And now the Eastlings are committing themselves onto these walls. The Clan's Axemen up here, and they can throw javelins down on the Dunedain very, very quickly. We also have a unit of these amazing Nagai Axemen, who have a perfect unit to fight. And once again, not having that defensive barrier inside the settlement, or having that defensive barrier will make arrow fire just so hard to hit these guys. I like it though. I think it's a bit more cinematic, and also forces the defenders to actually have to defend the walls. You can understand why they didn't in this battle, but yeah, I like it. Hopefully they add that to more of their settlements. And also it looks, you know, more historical. Like there was normally always like a banister or something in castles, so the soldiers didn't just fall off. Immediately though, these Clan Axemen are being hammered by arrow fire. We do have the archers of the Red Mountain here, the Dwarven bowmen, firing in shot after shot, looking to try and take down as many of them as possible. And then what tower? Did the tower go down somewhere? Oh, over here. Did it kill anyone? Why did that go down? I guess it was maybe captured. Not too sure. Over on the other side of the streets, we are getting a bit of a fighting retreat, and the elves are throwing in their archers now who are out of ammunition. And look at that, 100. Wait. Where are they? Maybe not. Okay, I was putting on this unit. Yeah, the archers are up to 120 kills now, acting as that rear guard. This unit of archers are up to 262 now. Not bad whatsoever. I'm sure they'll still be able to kill a handful of these orc pillagers as well, as they continue to throw hands and let the rest of the elven army retreat back. Yeah, look at that, slicing the orc pillager's stomach in half. Awesome, awesome stuff. And I think it's only a matter of time until this position is completely overrun. The hillmen committing their way in, for the Gondorians trying their best, supporting, fighting side by side with the elves to the last. Human elf of the orc threat proving too much. More shock infantry now being committed. Look at them blades in the distance, throwing in, clashing down on the shields. And the bodies are just piling up. But as long as the defenders take their pound of flesh, there is still hope. Hope that victory can be obtained this day. That man's power bar, though, not looking great. Over 7,000 attackers left remaining. 4,500 defenders. And now the trolls are in. You guys can get a good look at them with their amazing new custom animations. I'm not sure if I've shown the Olokai off on the channel yet. But yeah, they look awesome. These guys have completely new custom animations, and they actually work really well in battle. So the differences between the cave trolls and the Olokai is basically they have a little bit more melee attack to represent that weapon, and also a ton more armor. The cave trolls have about 10 armor, whereas these Olokai have up to 80 armor, which really makes them just so deadly. It means they can absorb a lot more missile fire. It means that they will really just kind of tank a fight. And that's exactly how trolls should be. They should be good shock infantry that will get loads of kills over time. And I like that. I like that you can just throw them into a combat, forget about them, and come back and they have something like 200 kills. Now, obviously, they're still vulnerable to missile fire, to javelins. They've still got that curse. But everything else will do great against them, and you really have to try and like pin them in place with like heavy spearmen. Heavy spearmen will do good against them, and they'll kind of like tank the damage coming out whilst missiles deal with them. But if you don't have any missiles to deal with them, they will rip through you. They are expensive as well. They are like 2,500 gold, and most people play around about 1,500. So if you want to take two of them, that's already a third of your money, which, you know, can definitely add up. I could take like 4 Pelargir Marines for that price and utilize that to my advantage. So the Olokai in there, already up to 77 kills, but there's no real missiles firing on them. But there are plenty of other issues to worry about. As you can see, more of these Olokai pushing down here, and the Dwarven Warriors are just no match. These poor Dwarven Warriors do not stand a chance right now. But you can see all the really cool animations that have been created for these guys. And this is not going to be it. Obviously, more animations are going to be added in the future, which is great. More armor variants, hopefully more weapons. But also, you know, different animations as well for new units. So, obviously, the Mumakil are planned. The Wargs are planned. I believe Wargs are already being worked on, hopefully for another update, which would be a huge help. Oh, we actually did get a bit of a cavalry charge as well. It does seem like the cavalry from Bree and ARNOR being sent out, but being thrown on. 126 kills though, so we definitely got a good charge off or two. But the 7th VI, led by the Witch King, able to deal with that. But yeah, as I was saying, you know, like all that stuff is planned in the future. So we hopefully will see, you know, Wargs and proper Mumakil as well, which is what I'm really looking forward to. Like actually having Mumakil in the game would be awesome. And I wonder how they would do the Mumakil, whether they would make it so that the Mumakil are like one entity, like you have one Mumakil per unit, or you know how that does play out, or maybe 3 or 4. I think I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Third Age had about 3 in a unit, which would be pretty sensible. Right now, these Olokai just running a muck. Luckily, they are the main focus point of these crossbows. We have any crossbows up here as well. And I imagine the crossbows are, trained down here. Right now, a lot of the shots are coming in here, threading the needle and hitting the shock infantry as the men of ARNOR hold that line. Slice down the stomach. That is brutal. Really deadly stuff. And look at that. The Ologai are running amok, able to use these bridges. I say that, but all of this has already been taken, so not really running amok. And the defenders are falling back. There's like a couple units of bow militia back here who have won their fight, but the main engagement seemingly is over here. And right now the Ologai are charging over the bridge. Look at them go. Sorry about that. Are charging across the bridge. A few of them able to collide in on these routing units. The archers are surprised. Show patrols! Show patrols! As Gandalf would say. And there you go. Boom. Able to really collide in against these soldiers. But again, the Dunedain are here, so hopefully they can rack up some kills. And some trolls even being committed over here. But honestly, like, screw this. Like, just ignore this. We do have a unit you actually have the Citadel Guard here fighting in against the Gondor Blades. They'll do decently against them. Just tank that damage for a long time. Especially with some more of the Gondorian sword infantry being committed. But yeah, I would just like kind of ignore this outpost out here. Say screw it. Can see some of the archers over here as well. A lot of arrow fire from the bow militia, trying to pick off the rest of the Black Serpent Rangers. But yeah, just bypass this and continue your push on the inner city. That seemingly is going pretty well. We now have a lot of the Loke Rim inside the city. And this is truly the last stand of the free peoples of Middle Earth. It's always fun to see all the units like completely together, like all the factions, good versus evil. As well, makes for a more thematic battle for sure. I don't know though, I also do like it, when teams are mixed up as well. You guys should let me know down below in the comments, what do you guys prefer, when teams are even or teams are mixed? Oh, sorry, like good and evil, or do you guys not mind if they're mixed up? Do let me know in the comments. So I would always be very, very interested. As more arrow fire comes in, we've got another Arnorian regiment reinforcing this fight though. How many kills are them trolls up to now? That's actually the Arnorian general as well. So this unit of Ologai up to 168. With another one over here up to 100 kills. So yeah, they're kicking ass right now. They really, really are. But trolls, did trolls come over here at all or not? Or do they commit over? Yeah, I'm not sure if they actually committed over here. Oh, we have a unit of archers being caught though. This unit of red mounted archers being pinned in place. And unfortunately, the Dwarven Archers not going to make it out of there alive. The Black Numenorian's a bit too strong. And I also really like this. I like how the attackers are putting pressure on every single position. And this is exactly what you want to do in a siege battle like this. You want to make sure that you're attacking every single point, because eventually the defense is just going to run out of soldiers. And then you can utilize that. Like, for example, if this position was broken, all of a sudden you could take your infantry where you're attacking to then help out here and help out here. And if these guys then don't fall back, then they just get surrounded and killed. So that's why you always want to make sure you just try and brute force every single position, because eventually one of them positions will break, because you have more money than the defenders. The Warlords of Rune now being committed as well. These guys are very deadly. Some of the most expensive infantry they have to offer. And even though these Dwarven warriors are trying their best, the trolls are dropping now, which is good to see. The arrow fire being brought up. I imagine it's the crossbow fire here, yeah. With their armor-piercing rounds, able to take down a ton of these trolls. Look at that, another volley going in. Try and maybe kill one more before they get around the corner. Yeah, there you go, boom. Another one going down. So only 3 left in the unit now. So you can see them, like, crossbows do a lot of damage. And yeah, the arrows are really finding their mark now. So the Ologai, 200 kills though. I'd be happy with that. But yeah, you can start to see like the trolls do go down if you put enough missile fire on them. And I think most of the good factions have a way of dealing with them as well. Like Gondor have really good spearmen and also really good javelins. They have the Pelargir Marines, who are a very, very, very good unit. The dwarves have crossbowmen and heavy infantry. The elves have long-range archers. Who else even is there? Rohan might struggle against them. They have good spearmen and good cavalry. But yeah, I imagine Rohan would struggle to kill the trolls. But besides that, yeah, I think all the other factions have a decent way. Yeah, again, Isengard have good crossbows. They have good pikemen. Obviously, Mordor have their own trolls. Dogaldor have their own trolls. Goblins would probably struggle to kill. Not gonna lie, the goblins would probably struggle to kill a lot of them. But hey, how often... I probably wouldn't pick goblins unless it was a fun match. Because goblins kind of suck. They kind of need like an ability for like poison attacks or something. Like how the Mordor used to have grog they could drink. I feel like goblins kind of need that. Like just like a quick like burst of attack damage they can pop. I think that would really suit the goblins. Just like poison attacks. It's like a 30-second cooldown. Like 30 seconds of action. Gives them hinted stats. And also like I believe in Attila as well there is actually poison attacks, right? Because one of the DLC factions, one of the pirate DLC factions actually does have poison attacks. Let me know in the comments if I'm right about this. That should be over on the goblins. That'd be really cool. Like they need to supply poison, which is like a debuff. Oh, that'd be dope. Rise of Mordor. Make it happen. Yeah, let me know if that's the thing. I'm pretty sure it is. Maybe it was Rome and I'm being confused. But I'm pretty sure like a poison attack thing is in the game and would be possible. And it's just so perfect for Attila. You don't even have to maybe... you maybe don't even have to make it like a usable ability. Maybe just give their units, like a handful of their units, poison attacks. Because instead of like killing through like strength and, you know, prowess, it's like you're debuffing the enemy so that their stats aren't so much better than yours. And that seems like a fair way for the goblins to get stuck in. Speaking of which, the battlefield is not looking good for the free people of Middle-earth. The outer capture point is being taken. That's going to hurt the morale. Soldiers are filtering in. A unit of dwarven warriors has been dispatched from the battlefield. And now they're going to be pushing down this street of this layer. Obviously, the entire outer defense has now been taken out. Seems like some soldiers have been pinned in now. The Bree men-at-arms fighting against the Black Númenóreans. Also, the lighting in this map is actually quite good as well. Besides the shadows, I've got to say the lighting is really nice in this battlefield. It's obviously very bright, but you need it in Attila. Like, obviously, this is... Yeah, even like the bad side of Attila doesn't look awful either. It's annoying. I really wish they could find a way to make like just everything look like this, but I guess it's like done on the sun position in Attila. Yeah, you can see like the sky is very bright, but it has to be for this. Because it actually makes the battles look decent. And it looks cool having the sun glint off the armor and stuff. Makes Attila look great. But yeah, as you can see, more archers being brought around. These are just the orc bow rabble, which are almost routing, just pulling through. Oh my god, they suck so much. And that, again, would be a cool thing to add to a lot of these crappy units. Like, these orc bow militia do nothing. But give them, like, poison attacks, and all of a sudden they become kind of interesting. Like, they can fire off and, like, debuff the defenders. Like, that'd be cool. That'd be a cool thing to add to these, like, really crap units that don't do anything. Like, they're still going to die and get slaughtered really quickly. Maybe they have that utility of, like, you know, you charge that unit in to debuff them and you outflank. That'd be perfect for the evil factions. God, maybe it's just way too broken, and that's why they haven't done it. But you could also balance the debuffs as well. Like, I think that'd be a cool way of doing things. I don't know. Am I dreaming? As a Mordor fanboy, am I dreaming? Nice little outflank here on a bridge as well. The archer's able to really get around, unleash volley after volley into the back of these Bree men-at-arms. And they are not going to be long for this world. The rest of the Black Númenóreans pushing up against the Arnorians. Effectively holding that bridge. Archers being sent around as well to fire into their back. There you go. The outer bridges are now taken. And realistically, now it's not looking good. We've even got some artillery left as well. The onagers are going to be really hammering these guys as the dwarfs fall back. We are on triple speed right now, just letting forces getting into position as they prepare to make their last stand. And yeah, a lot of soldiers coming in. How have the Orc done on kills? 180. Only 30 kills on this one. So the trolls haven't done it. Like, people do class the trolls as being OP, but they haven't actually done anything that crazy so far. Like, they've done really good, but very expensive. We've also got some Mumikil up here as well. The arrow fire coming in. We're going to get a good charge here. Charge of the trolls and Mumikil. And look at that. The volley's coming in as well. Oh no, the spearmen are moving. What are you guys doing? Hold the line. The trolls. The charge of the trolls. There's a troll in the dungeon. I'm sorry about that. I don't know why I said that. The Mumakil coming in as well. Brutal stuff. Yeah, man, imagine when we get a full-scale Mumakil as well. That would be crazy cool. And again, they're planning on adding in way more custom animations and stuff for the Mumakil. We've got the Tomb Wardens being pushed up. Now, I have been told, and from what I've seen, halberds actually don't do great against trolls, which is a real shame. It would be cool if they did really get, you know, that bonus, like that's their play, is to, like, kill monsters and elephants and, you know, trolls. But I don't think they do that great against them, unfortunately. The trolls seem like they can, I guess because they've got so much HP, they can really embed them and they have an area of attacks, which, you know, is always proven so effective. However, I say that this is obviously a very good unit of halberds, and they're doing decently. But yeah, the Mumakil and everybody else charging forward, charge deep into the variable crossbows. You've got the naked tribesmen on top of the elephants as well. As another volley comes in, there is very, very little left now. And look at that, the hordes just waiting outside the city. I say that, there's actually not that many. Still 4,000, so they're still outnumbered by 10 to 1. But not, I mean, okay, I completely missed all of this, which is just chilling out here. Yeah, a brutal battle. The defenders seemingly did not stand a chance this day. Mumakil coming in, and really this is the last charge, the last stand. The dwarves making the best of a bad situation. Able to do really a decent amount of damage. Another smash down there. Did they actually rout them, or did the trolls get brought here? I think the trolls can break. I think they are unbreakable. So going to pull back, charge into the back of this unit of Iron Guard, let the Archer fire, and also the clan Axemen as well. Really good unit. These guys have javelins, and I can't imagine they're very expensive. This is going to be a useful unit to use. I can see myself bringing like 2 or 3 of these guys in every one of my armies. I imagine they're around about the 500 gold mark. Javelins, really good. And just a cheap unit of axes I can use, like kind of hold up the center. Very decent stuff indeed. The Eastlings don't really have a lot in the way of like monstrous units. They don't have trolls, they don't have Mumakil. But you can like kind of utilize that and then really have a lot of shock infantry on the flanks. And yeah, if you get around the side here with some javelins in the back, that is going to be deadly. They're going to be charging in both, stopping these arable crossbowmen from firing. I think their goal is though just to lob in javelins into the back of these Tomb Wardens. A lot of them. Who the hell is firing up here? I guess they are very close. The dwarves turning around and being like, oi mate, oi bruv, don't you dare do that. And it's going to be charging them. There's just so many though. The last artillery rounds coming as well, bombarding them back ranks. All of the trolls are going down now. 7 left in this unit as they charge into the back of the crossbowmen. And the crossbowmen form that square, but it's not going to be enough. And that is going to be GG indeed. So a very cool battle. The defenders never really stood a chance. Also, beautiful new map as well. I love the new redesign of this map. It looks really dope, and I can't wait to see more from the mod team. Rise of Mordor is just getting better and better. The new tile map is absolutely amazing, adding in all these new custom battle maps just to the normal custom battle system in Attila. It's a big step forward for the campaign as well, and hopefully this year we'll start to see way more from the campaign. Actual kind of, some actual proper, I mean, I've shown off in-game footage before, but some real advanced stuff as well will be beautiful. So, as you guys can see, a lot of the kills, 208 kills on the Mumakil seems absolutely fine for me. That means on the Mumakil, sorry, on the trolls, they seem very expensive. Again, you can see like how little Dogaldor could bring because of that. And even Lowat's army as Mordor, he only has, 4 units of Uruks and a bunch of Orc Pillagers because these trolls are expensive. So I think they seem fine to me. The arrow fire doing good. And you just, if you're up against these factions, you just bring javelins, you bring stuff to kill trolls and try and counter them. Because if you can get like a good kill on them, there's so much money invested and just gone right off the bat. We kill 141 kills. I always laugh at that picture as well. The poor baby Mumakil drawn to battle. The ARNORian's doing decently. 200 kills in that unit. 200 kills in that unit. Not bad. Joe on it as well, who is a YouTuber. You should search him up. He makes some really good content. You can also see as well 400 kills in that unit. Yeah, the elves racked up kills, but again, keep in mind this is against the forces of Mordor, so not like as impressive, but still decent kills across the board. So definitely not a shoddy performance. He definitely got his money's worth. And then Gondor as well, finally doing decently. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that battle. If you did, make sure to drop a like and a comment down below. I'll see you guys in the next one.